In this video, I want to discuss countable versus non-countable assets and what that means in a Florida Medicaid planning context. So I'm Jason Neufeld with a law firm called Elder Needs Law. We handle probates, estate planning, and Medicaid planning and special needs planning throughout the state of Florida. And we're here to talk about this concept of countable versus non-countable assets. And essentially, I have a lot of clients coming to me who have significant income or significant assets, and they still want to qualify for Medicaid to pay for care at home, care in an assisted living facility, or care in a nursing home, typically. And they're worried because they have certain assets to their name, and they've been told, rightfully so, that Medicaid doesn't allow you to have very much in order to be eligible for their long-term care programs. However, when Medicaid is looking at assets, not everything will count against you. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So for example, if you have what's called a non-countable asset, such as typically the primary residence up to a certain value, one car of any value, personal property, right? Like your wedding rings and jewelry and paintings and things around the house, personal property, those things aren't counted. You can but prepay for your funeral needs, and that's not counted as a resource. There are IRAs, if they are paying out in regular distributions, retirement plans such as IRAs or 401ks, also not countable resources, not countable assets. What that means in effect is if Medicaid in Florida says you have to have less than $2,000 or only up to $2,000 in your name before you apply, we can remove from that $2,000 calculation these non-countable assets, of which I gave you a sample. That's not a full exhaustive list. So a lot of people are closer to being eligible to Medicaid, closer to being eligible than they realize, because a lot of the assets they have will fall into the non-countable category. And of course, many people come to us with significant countable assets, money in the bank, money in a standard investment account or brokerage account, vacation homes, multiple vehicles. There are, again, not an exhaustive list, there are all sorts of assets. Most assets, in fact, are going to be countable assets. And that's where you come to a Medicaid planning attorney such as us, where we are able to look at your countable assets, determine what's countable and non-countable to make the planning process easier. And then after we take inventory of the countable assets, we can go through different legal and ethical strategies on how to convert countable assets into non-countable assets or protect them using another legal and ethical Medicaid planning strategy or set of strategies. That's essentially what we do. So this video is helpful, very important to be able to distinguish between countable assets and non-countable assets. And if you're interested in learning more and are anywhere in the state of Florida, please give us a call and set up a consultation. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it, subscribe to the channel so we can get good information out to Floridians about all things related to Medicaid planning, estate planning, and probate. Thank you very much for watching.